In 2014, the Port Management Office of Surigao not only continued to remain on track in meeting its targets and goals, but performed strongly, surpassing its target income by as much as 23% and topped last 2013 figures by 21%. The PMO again posted its highest revenue ever and came close to reaching half a billion pesos as total income for CY 2014, amounting to 496 million. Although largely driven by a still bullish local mining industry, the sustained efforts of the PMO's terminal managers and the private ports monitoring team in monitoring the financial performance and operational activities of private ports tremendously improved collection efficiency and further enhanced the PMO's financial position in 2014. Furthermore, a long-running bullish economy and improved business confidence continue to boost trade and commerce, which translated to increased volume of transactions at ports under the PMO's jurisdiction. Along with the improved business climate, the steps taken by the PMO to improve ease of doing business at our ports through the streamlined and simplified business processes, such as reducing documentary requirements for clearances and permits, led to improved customer relations, generated valuable goodwill, and projected the image of responsible corporate citizenship. With the country's strong and upbeat economic performance in 2014, operational activities at our ports, particularly those involved in the export of mineral products, mirrored the nation's bullish economy. Cargo traffic handled at our ports in 2014 reached 36 million metric tons, or an impressive 12% growth from last year's cargo throughput. Ship calls also increased as 752 foreign vessels made calls at various ports under the PMO in 2014, representing a 16% increase from last year's foreign traffic. On the other hand, passenger traffic remained relatively at par with last year's figures. With increased competition from the airlines offering cheap promotional fares, major shipping lines such as To-Go Group suspended long-haul routes connecting Surigao to Manila or to other major ports in 2014. Cognizant of the importance of developing its human resources with the aim of increasing the skills and competence of its personnel, the PMO sent employees to various trainings and scholarships. In 2014, then PMO Surigao Port Manager Isidro V. Butaslak Jr. was among those chosen to participate in the Training of Trainers workshop on Modern Port Management course, held at Dublin, Ireland, from March 25 to April 3, 2014. Organized under the Train for Trade program of the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, senior managers from port communities of the English-speaking network in Africa and Asia are recruited each year to participate in an intensive Training of Trainers workshop, and afterwards serve as local instructors for their respective ports. A total of 7 in-house trainings were conducted and attended by 16 personnel with a total of 120 training hours. 5 local in-house trainings were conducted and attended by majority of PMO Surigao personnel. In line with the PPA's program on awards and incentives for service excellence or praise, and to give due recognition to employees who who manifested exemplary performance in 2014, the then PMO Surigao Port Manager Isidro V. Butaslak Jr. was nominated by the PMO Praise Committee to the 2014 Service Awards given on the occasion of the PPA's 40th anniversary celebration. PM Butaslak was eventually chosen for the Best Performer Award. With only 48 organic personnel out of the 109 plantilla positions allocated under the PPA's rationalization plan, PMO Surigao is practically undermanned. Yet, despite the compulsory retirement of the 3 division managers of the terminal management offices of Lipata, Dapa, and Dandag during the last quarter of 2013, the PMO still managed to effectively and efficiently deliver 24/7 service to the public in 2014. Under the competent leadership of then Port Manager Isidro V. Butaslak Jr. and continued as an equally capable Port Executive, Port Manager Mildred J. Padilla took over PMO Surigao on November 5, 2014. In compliance with the GCG conditions, PMO Surigao has complied with all the requirements by the Governance Commission for government-owned and controlled corporations like the PhilJobs posting, Transparency Seal, Citizens Charter posting, and compliance and COA audit observations. In regard to security of lives and properties at our ports, the year 2014 was one challenging year as the PMO enforced heightened security alert to ensure the safety, security, and comfort of port users, passengers, and rolling cargoes. Technology was tapped with the constant use of CCTV video recording cameras, 300 kVA power generating and solar-powered lights set at base port and port of Lipata. The 32 CCTV cameras with 3 video recording or monitoring sets were installed at the strategic areas of base port for the security, monitoring, or video documentation on the movement of cargoes, vehicles, port users, and other activities. As part of its mandate, and to ensure that all port facilities under its jurisdiction maintain their serviceability and safety through the provision of adequate and modern port facilities, the PMO, through the Engineering Services Division, completed 12 repair projects and 6 locally funded projects for CY 2014. It also implemented 5 ongoing repair projects and 1 ongoing locally funded project. One of the major development initiatives pursued by the PMO in 2014 is the development of port facilities at the Lipata Ferry Terminal, serving as the hub to 3 spoke ferry terminals, namely the Port of Liloan, the Port of San Ricardo, and the recently opened Port of Cabalian. The gateway to Mindanao in the country's RoRo terminal system, the Lipata Ferry Terminal has undergone massive reconstruction and improvement. The project expanded the port's backup area by about half a hectare and constructed additional RoRo berthing facilities to simultaneously accommodate 2 more RoRo vessels for a total of 4 RoRo berths. In response to calls for help or assistance in times of untoward incidents, the PMO initiated and immediately installed an incident command system at the Port of Lipata when the ill-fated MV Maharlika II sank off Pintuyan in southern Leyte last September 13, 2014, while sailing en route to the Port of Liloan from the Lipata Ferry Terminal and serve as the main coordination hub for rescue and retrieval operations. Immediate assistance were provided to rescued passengers and families or relatives of the victims who were temporarily sheltered at the second floor of the Lipata PTB. As a responsible corporate citizen, PMO Surigao shall continue working towards upholding the highest standards of corporate governance. We shall continue to operate and maintain ports in accordance with the recognized best practices in the maritime logistics industry and establish fair and equitable business relationships beneficial to both port stakeholders and the government. The PMO shall exert effort to uplift the lives and provide our personnel with a work environment that is not just conducive to increased productivity, but one that also offers opportunities for career advancement for our people.